E3 is just around the corner and I'm going to count down my top 5 most anticipated games. Number 5. Mass Effect Andromeda. Admittedly, I've never played any of the Mass Effect games, but after seeing this trailer, you can consider my mind blown. The only issue I have is that the trailer was entirely CG and none of it was in-game, so I don't have much to comment on. But if they can honor the trailer and give us a game that is similar with a great story, controls, and gameplay, then you can add me to the list of gamers who will pick this up on the day of release. Number 4. Gears of War 4. I remember when this game was revealed at last year's E3 and I had never seen anything like it before. The characters, designs, buildings, textures, details, atmosphere, it was just unbelievable. That being said, we have seen some really good looking games since then. The most recent one that stands out was Uncharted 4. I reviewed that and said that it was one of the best looking games ever made. Regardless, this still looks great and a lot more unique compared to other third person shooters. For those of you who own an Xbox One, it looks like you will be in for one hell of a ride. Number 3. Battlefield 1. Now, one of the things that shocked me the most was the graphics. Again, a lot of it was more CGI, but there was quite a bit of gameplay mixed in here as well, and it looked so similar to the cutscenes. That's why I feel more confident about calling this one out. Unlike Mass Effect, I actually have a basis of comparison here. There seems to be so much variety in this trailer, and if they play their cards right, that should result in a game that is fresh and constantly throwing different things at you. This truly looks next gen, unlike Call of Duty Infinite War, which just looks cheap and unnatural in comparison. But hats off to the developers of Battlefield. It looks like they're really trying hard to tap into the hardware of the current generation consoles and really deliver a top quality package. Number 2. Watch Dogs 2. Alright, now Watch Dogs 2 has just recently been confirmed to appear at E3 2016, and to be honest, we all kind of expected it. Now, even though we haven't seen anything official yet, I am so excited to see what Ubisoft have been cooking up behind the scenes. The reason why is because the first Watch Dogs that was released back in May of 2014 was a humongous disappointment to all those who were waiting for it to finally release, as there were tons of delays and practically everything we were shown and promised, such as the gameplay mechanics and exquisite graphics, were not given to us. As a result, gamers were rightfully pissed off and Ubisoft got so much flack for it, and it was well deserved. Even the vice president of the project admitted that the game was underwhelming and they were going to make radical changes to its inevitable sequel, kind of like how Assassin's Creed 2 was a massive improvement over 1. And honestly, that pumps me with excitement. Whenever a corporation really wants something to work and instead it bombs in the most colossal way possible, it really smacks some sense into them and makes them realize that they took things way too easy, and as a result they put more effort into its successor. So I have a strong feeling that Watch Dogs 2 will be the game we have always wanted and more, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for its unveil at E3. And finally at number 1 is Telltale's Batman. When I first heard of this game, I couldn't believe how perfectly assigned this project was. For those of you that don't know, the developer Telltales create non-linear games that are practically playable movies where you get to decide what the main protagonist does. And this brings so much creative possibilities to Batman and Bruce Wayne. Most likely we'll be able to choose how dark we want Batman to be by making his choices for him. We can make him stick to his morals like Christian Bale's Batman, or we can make him unhinged like Ben Affleck's. And this leads to so much different paths. Just imagine if you go down such a dark path that even Alfred gets afraid of you. What if you can also choose to brutally beat up the bad guys so bad that they end up being concussed? Cause as we all know, Batman doesn't kill, but he has no problem putting you in a coma. Sorry, that's just my fanboy assumptions as to what the game can be. Really though, out of all the games that will be announced at E3, Telltale's Batman is going to be much smaller in budget, but will undoubtedly be one of the show stealers. Also, apparently, this is meant to have a completely different art style from any Batman-related thing we have seen before, and all the episodes are going to be M-rated. In other words, it's rated R. I am looking so forward to this game. From a story perspective, this should have so much diversity and layers to it. I can't wait to pick it up, and without a doubt, I will be reviewing every single episode the same week it gets released as part of my show, 3-Minute Reviews. In the comments below, I want you to tell me what you're looking forward to for E3 2016. By all means, if I didn't mention a particular game, let me know about it too, and what exactly excites you about it. Until then, my name's Eric, and I will catch all of you in the next video. Take care.